Hi. Chairman Cook, committee members, thank you for your attention today on such a long day. I'm Kathryn Quinn. I'm the Executive Director at Caritas of Austin. Caritas of Austin is a local nonprofit organization that has served the Austin community since 1964. And we have been resettling refugees since 1974. So we've been in this business a long time. I signed up as neutral on the bill. However, I do have a couple of concerns on the bill, but I did want to thank Representative Dale for the changes that he made between the original bill that was drafted and now the committee substitute bill. We are more pleased with the current version of the bill. Members of our staff have visited with Representative Dale's office, and we're very pleased with the changes that we see in this resulting substitute. So the bill would require new driver's license. We would hope that the bill would also require that the new driver's license process does not create any delays. These additional fingerprints that are being required, we are asking that whatever process is put in place, that it does not result in further delays for refugees and asylees. It has the potential, as has already been stated, to influence whether or not a refugee or asylee could get employment. I mean, it may have a negative impact on their employment, and so we just want to be sure that that process is looked at very carefully. And as well, these new IDs could also inadvertently, and probably not intentionally, but it could result in profiling of refugees, and so we have a concern about that. I would also like to just offer some general comments related to our political environment. We seem to be in an environment, a political environment of fear. And I would say the fear of refugees is unnecessarily so, based on what we know and what we've experienced in the over 40 years at Caritas of resettling refugees. I've provided you in my written testimony an excerpt from a Cato Institute analysis, hardly a liberal publication, that says that our chance, anyone's chance in America of being murdered in a terrorist attack caused by a refugee is 1 in 3.64 billion, that's a billion with a B, per year. That's probably less than a chance of getting struck by lightning, honestly. So I know that it's not popular these days to use facts, but I would offer to you that the facts are this: refugees come to our country to flee danger, not to be dangerous. And refugees come to our country and the state of Texas because they have been driven from their homes by war, torture, and persecution. They have no home to return to. They are our international homeless. They are not coming here as a choice for a better quality of life. They are coming here for life. It was not their choice to leave their country of origin. I urge you as leaders of our great state to make decisions based on facts, not fear. Texans have always been a brave and welcoming people. It's my hope that our state will continue our tradition of courage and hospitality. And I would answer any questions that you have at this time.
Representative Rodriguez has a question down here. Yes. Just a couple real quick. So how long has Texas been resettling refugees?
Since 1974,
74. For a long
Caritas of
time.
Austin was one of the first organizations to start resettling refugees in Texas.
Can you briefly talk about the process that a refugee has to go through to become a citizen and kind of make their way here and go through that process?
I can't speak to the actual details of the process, but I do know that the process takes anywhere from 18 to 24 months for a refugee to go through all the various screening. They go through screening with various federal agencies. It's very rigorous. It's actually the most rigorous process that any other immigrant goes through.
And these driver's licenses are important to this community. For why is it so important?
Well, it really is the gateway to self-sufficiency. As we know, we have to drive to our jobs, and when you are only rely on public transportation to go to your job, it makes your job possibilities a much smaller pool of jobs.
Yeah.
So, our refugees are amazingly successful. Over 90% of our refugees reach self-sufficiency and never return to Caritas for follow-up services. It's an amazingly resilient population, and their economic impact in the state of Texas is huge.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage to go through all that process, come here, and all that. So I appreciate everything that you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony, for being here.